teasing you. I'm just joking, y'all. How many of you remember Alfred Hitchcock? Yeah, when I was a little girl, my mom and I used to watch it all the time. So I just felt like joking y'all today for some reason. But anyway, hi, I'm Helena Richardson, web strategist with HRichnetworks. We develop the very best package to suit your design needs no matter what web platform it is on. With over 20 years of experience, we help you completely and throughout the entire process, from building to security to marketing your website. So I'm so glad that you guys joined me today. Welcome to Come Spread the Word, to promote yourself, to promote your business today. So tell us about who you are and what you do. Put your information in the comment section, or you can join me. And someone's coming on. Hey, Dad. How are you?
I can't believe that I got in.
How are you, love?
Fantastic, and you? Oh my
I'm great.
I cannot believe this. Okay, that camera too.
Woo! You was able to get on. Wow.
I know, that's amazing, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I have to turn your volume up a little bit. Okay.
All right.
So I had to start off. Did you was probably trying to get on, but I started off with the Alfred Hitchcock music. You remember that? You never? Okay, I'm gonna play it for you.
Too young for that. Oh yes, exactly.
You remember this, right?
I recall that. Yes, I do. Alfred Hitchcock.
I was just saying how my mom and I used to watch. Well, I would sit on the floor. You remember those what they call it? Those big box TVs. I forgot what they call them, like the entertainment
Floor model.
The floor model, right? I used to sit on the floor at the end of her bed, and we would watch TV. We love watch TV. That's why I love popcorn, because we would sit there and eat popcorn and watch Alfred Hitchcock, and it would just be one series after another, and we just sit there and watch it. But it was awesome. So thank you for joining in today. Support yourself. We do this, guys, every Wednesday at 10 p.m. It is a great way for you to tell us about your business, post a blog, an event, your business card, website, what have you. Just a great way to promote. I love sharing and promoting others. So this is just a great way for us to do that. So I have my first guest. I am so happy that Yvette Turner has joined me. And I'm going to give you the floor, and I'm going to step back.
What?
All right.
I like this sweater, and I like.
So I'm going to turn it over to you and let you tell us who you are and what you do.
Oh, great. My name is Yvette Turner, and I am the one and only Yvette Turner. No, there's plenty of us, but I am the one who has a business called Create Extremes, which is where I sell my organo coffee. And what it does is it's a healthy coffee. So what it does is helps people with their health. And what it's done for me is taking me off of high blood pressure medication. And I just want to let everybody know it can help you too. But what it also does is it funds my up and coming nonprofit, which is going to help foster kids who are about to age out. And so they won't have to be homeless or be tempted by human trafficking. So we'll help them with their career choices, and preferably the military, because I am a veteran. So what I do is my last 6 years, actually, I was a recruiter. So I noticed that the candidates that came in to visit me to find out about the military, I didn't get not one from the foster care or at-risk areas or segment. I didn't see any of those, and I realized the reason was because they haven't prepared. They hadn't prepared up to then in order to get in and be a successful candidate. So what I want to do is help them between the ages of 14 and 18 to prepare to be successful in any career choice that they choose. So that's me. I'm Yvette Turner, and I'm loving life. Always got positive vibes going.
That is awesome. That is awesome. You know, we are always in need of something. You know, people, there is, and that is especially young kids, and that is such a great idea to help them in areas such as, you know, foster kids, because first of all, they don't get much anyway.
Right.
And, you know, when you think about them having the opportunity that they can, you know, either go to the military or, you know, and I know you're going to give them other options.
Right. Other options like,
you know, and with the training and so forth, that is just a great opportunity for a young person who, at a point in their life, not knowing which direction they're going to go in.
That's true.
You know, so
we've got them in different directions too, like culinary arts or computer programming or natural soap making, graphic imprinting, and that kind of thing.
Awesome.
So I'm looking forward to helping them big time.
Yeah, and that's great. And two, it seems like it's going to be a mentor program too, because you're having those adults there to mentor those kids and give them some
and shadow them.
Somebody they can talk to, which is great. It's great.
So they can reach me at Yvette WJTurner.com, or they can just give me a call at 804-475-9557. 804-475-9557.
9557.
Yes. Yvette Turner. I look forward to connecting with people who are also, you know, have that desire to guide children and the youth of today, because they realize that tomorrow is that's their time, so they need to prepare for it now.
Yep. So that's Yvette's phone number, 804-475-9557, guys. And tell us that website again.
Yvette, EYVETTETTURNER.com. YvetteWJTurner.com.
I type fast when it gets in the...
All right, thank you so much. It's been a joy.
Awesome.
I'll let somebody else get in.
Okay. Well, you have an awesomely blessed evening. Okay. And I'll see you tomorrow.
All righty. See you later.
All right. Thanks for coming on.
Okay.
Okay, guys. That was Yvette Turner. Her website is YvetteWJTurner.com. So if you need to reach her, you can reach her at that phone number. And thank you guys so much for joining today. Again, I'm Helena Richardson, web strategist with HRichnetworks. We help you with your entire process from building to securing to marketing your website. So in a nutshell, we help businesses get online and stay online. So thank you guys for joining in. This is really your time to promote your business. Tell us about who you are and what do you do. You can input it in the comment section, or you can join the broadcast by entering in this or copy and pasting. Now, something that Yvette and I had noticed, and I'm not sure if they have gotten the kinks out or what have you, but for one, if you use, since I'm on Be Live TV, you have to make sure that you're on, if you want to come online live, you have to you have to be on your desktop computer, on a desktop computer, and using your um, your browser, the various browsers. Let's see here. Google Chrome, you have to use Google Chrome in order to come live. Hi, Christine. So glad that you joined. Make sure you post your business information, be it you may have a blog, you can post a blog, an event. Speaking of events, the RBA B2B Network Walk will be coming up soon. You can register on Facebook through the RBA B2B Network Walk, or you can also register on Meetup. So and on this page here where I post the broadcast, I have web links, the web links to my website, and also the web links to a free business directory. So you can post your business free in the business directory. I created the business directory because I meet a lot of people, and often they want to know, well, do you have this person number? Do you have that person number? Do you have their contact information? So I decided that I would give back by creating a business directory, which was really quick and simple for me to do. So I did that, so you can add your contact information and people can find you there. So again, thank you so much for joining in. We meet here every Wednesday at 10 p.m. It's just a great way for you to share your business. I love supporting other businesses. So this is another way. The RBA B2B Network Walk is another way to help businesses to promote their business. So for those of you who are just joining the broadcast, thank you so much for joining. And Christine, thank you for joining. Christine has a bed and breakfast. It is grayswan.com. And she says, we are so happy to announce that we have electric vehicle chargers. Wow. Awesome, Christine. Congratulations. So guys, visit her bed and breakfast. We had a number of us who had gone down to her bed and breakfast, and we had an awesome time. She fixed, she cooked. Fixed is a word we use in New Orleans. So sometimes you can hear my New Orleans twangs, but she prepared a great meal for us, which was really, really good. And we have to get on that again. We've been trying to plan it, and something always seemed to get in the way, but we're going to do it again, and we will post it so you guys can come and join in. We either do a carpool, depending on how many of us go, we can join in together. So it's just the way, as business owners, we spend a lot of time in the business and not much time having any personal development or any personal time for ourselves. So as you see Yvette, she get out and walk all the time. I was doing it at one time, exercising especially when my dog was alive. We spent a lot of times out in the park, walking and exercising. And those are some things you have to get out and start doing for yourself. You have to take care of yourself. And I'm for one, it is something that I know that I had to do because going through Katrina, it put a toll on our mental, mentally, physically, spiritually. I mean, it kind of got you to a place where sometimes you didn't know if you were coming or going. So I started walking, and that's another reason why I started the network walk, because it was just such a relief to start walking and um, just being at peace. So that was something that I had started doing. But for those of you who are just joining, as I said, I'm Helena Richardson, web strategist with HRichnetworks, and this is the broadcast also about the business directory. I have a lot of folks' information, but I will not do it for you. You have to do it yourself. You have to do the walking yourself. So get on out there and add your information to the business directory. It's free. So it's just another way for marketing. Free marketing. This is free marketing. Do you know I add my broadcasts on all of the social media channels. So if they don't catch you on Facebook, maybe they'll see you on LinkedIn or Twitter or what have you. But those are just the mediums that I use to promote my business, and it's a free service. So why not take advantage of it? So guess what? You guys have 15 minutes to join in and come in and talk about your business. As you can see, let's see. We could see say fix, prepared, cook up. It's all working. Absolutely, absolutely. There are some things I know. When we initially moved to Richmond from New Orleans, a lot of people said, "You don't talk like you go to New Orleans. You're from New Orleans," and they said the same thing to my daughter and to my husband. And it's like, well, how do people from New Orleans talk? This is the way we talk, you know. But you can hear a little twang. Some of the things we say, like trying to remember my girlfriend when I talked to her, and right now I can't even remember some things I would say, and she was like, "Nowhere but New Orleans." That's we're the only ones that say stuff like that. You know, we love food, we love seafood, we love to cook. I love to cook. So those are some little things about me that you may not know. Well, those of you who are close to me know that. But I do love even. I love helping people. Even as a kid, I remember a lot of the kids on the block. They didn't. A lot of times they didn't eat. We sometimes we don't realize when people don't have. And as a kid, I recognized that. And so the only thing that I knew how to do was popcorn, because I talked about that earlier. So we had this grocery store called Swagman's. Those of you who are from New Orleans will know about Swagman's. And so they had these big brown paper bags. It's similar to the ones that's at Kroger's. And I would take that big brown paper bag and I would fill it up with popcorn, and I would go out into the neighborhood and I would feed the kids, because I felt like, hey, if they were hungry, they would have something to eat, even though it was popcorn. It probably had a lot of gas because popcorn give you a lot of gas. But you know, that me as a kid, that's how I felt. I felt that was a way to give back. So, you know, I do love doing this. So I don't mind at 10 o'clock. I'm up anyway. So I don't mind at 10 o'clock coming in and letting you guys share your business. I think it's a great time. You know, you kind of set aside, if you haven't closed down the business, it's probably about time for you to close down the business and start getting ready for bed. But I think it's a great time to just come in and talk about your business. And guess what? You don't have to come in if you don't want to. Even after the broadcast is over, the broadcast will be there I will save it. It will still be there, so you can still add your information if you like. So I don't mind. You never know where to end up because lots of time people share my information, and then who's ever shared it on someone else's page, your information will be there, and then their friends and friends and their families and other colleagues will see it, and you never know. You may get some business from it. So you never know what happened. So guess what? We have 10 minutes. I'll stay on 10 minutes. I usually do it from 10 to 10:30 because guess what? You still need to get in bed, at least get maybe about 8 hours of sleep, 7 to 8 hours of sleep. As we get older, it's like we revert back to as a kid. So we need more time to get rest. So I don't want to hold you too long. I just want to give you this time to come and promote your business. So thank you for those of you who have shared, who have come on and shared. And I'll just continue to do this, even if I'm by myself, because you never know. It may be one person that may need to share their business, and that would be that one person, and someone will see it, and it could be $1 million contract. So you never know. So again, for those of you who are just joining, thank you so much for joining the broadcast tonight. This is just a great time for you to share your business. Tell us about a blog. You can enter your blog that you may have, an event, your business card, website, etc. This is your time, so it's totally up to you. I started out tonight with the music or the theme music of Alfred Hitchcock. Those of you who may remember Alfred Hitchcock, it was a little, I guess you'd say, sitcom that we kind of say that today that would come on, and every night it would be a different program, and it would be something to make you think. I think it was more drama. Hi, Christine. I see Christine's coming in. Hi, lady. How are you?
I'm good. Kind of winding down for the night, and thought I'd just stop by and say hello.
Awesome. Been missing you.
I miss you too. Yeah.
So have you heard of Alfred Hitchcock? Did you watch that as a kid?
Oh my gosh, it scared the bejesus out of me. Yeah. I loved it. Yeah.
I love Alfred Hitchcock. So I came on today. Did you get to see when I first came on?
No. Did you do the profile?
Yes, I did.
No, you crazy thing.
I did the profile. I turned to Good tea, the name.
That's funny. That's wonderful.
Yes, I loved it. I mean, my mom and I guess that's why I like a lot of drama, scary movies, because we watched it when I was young, and my husband was in the room. I could hear him laughing when I first started. You know how I like to do funny things. I think that's how I start off every night, every Wednesday. That is something different.
Did you watch Twilight Zone too?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Did you see what Yvette just posted?
Yeah, we just said, look just like her. That is funny. Yeah. Yeah, I watched Twilight Zone. What was the other one? Oh man, I can't call it. The guy used to say, what was it? I can't call
Outer
it.
Limits?
The Outer Limits.
Oh, that was creepy.
I love them all. It was Margus. Do you remember Margus?
Mm-mm. No.
Well, that was a really scary one. He was a scientist, like a crazy scientist. What she say? Where'd you go? Now she can't find me. I'm not sure. I'm still here. I see. I don't know what happened, but it looked like she doesn't see me anymore. Mm-hmm. But we can go on about these old movies. Tell us who you are and what you do, Christine.
Well, my name is Christine Hasbrook. I live in Blackstone, Virginia, and my husband and I own the Grace One Inn Bed and Breakfast, and we are in our 10th year of business, and we are loving it.
Awesome.
Much as we did when we first started, yeah. And I posted on there. We just had our electric vehicle chargers installed recently. I guess it was last week we had them installed. So really excited about having guests come and use our chargers.
Oh, that's great. That is great. That is wonderful. So they can come by and use your chargers. So how are you promoting that? Are you just promoting it on social media?
Tesla has a website, and they have a directory of all people who use who have their Tesla chargers installed. Mm-hmm. And then there's a couple of other websites that are specific to that. And I think I'm going to have to, I think I still have my Facebook page up, and I've got an echo.
Oh, okay. I can hear you fine over here.
It's no echo?
No echo.
Okay, good deal.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so we found out about the Tesla program. We're wanting to have more accommodations with the Tesla and the universal chargers around the U.S. So people who have those cars are open to traveling more where they want to travel. So we have it, and the next, I think there's a charger in South Hill, which is about 35 miles from us, and Richmond, Lynchburg. So we're in the southern part of Virginia that is kind of country, so countrified.
You see what Yvette say? She said she'll bring her Tesla. What she say? I'll bring my Tesla over the next time I'm in the
All right. You do that, Yvette. That's great. Well, did you notice what my icon is for my profile picture? It's a pinwheel.
Oh, okay. I didn't notice that. I don't see it.
Okay, you don't see it? Okay.
Let me see how does it. No, see, it's not showing up.
Okay. It's a blue pinwheel.
Okay.
And that stands for April is Child Abuse Prevention Month. And the pinwheel for Prevention is kind of a campaign for child abuse prevention. And so I bought 16 pinwheels to put in our front yard. I'll be posting that after the storm. I'm going to wait till the storm comes through tomorrow. But we have 15 grandchildren, and then I got one for one child who may not have a family, or the unknown child. And so those pinwheels will be in our yard all month long for Child Abuse Prevention Week.
Oh, that's wonderful, Christine. Wow. That is amazing. If we don't take care of the kids, no one else will, right?
No, yeah, they can't take care of themselves.
No. That is great. That is great. And you will be blessed by doing that as well. So what else is going on with Grace One Inn?
Oh, let's see. We have our ABC license, and we just were talking with the rep from Chateau Morissette Winery, mm-hmm. and we will be providing getting wines from that vineyard, and we are preparing this weekend for a couple making mimosas. And,
awesome. That is great.
Well, thank you, Yvette.
No, you go, girl.
Yeah. So we're having we have a package where we do a deluxe ensuite breakfast in our king suite bedroom, and we have we'll fixed mimosas, or if they prefer not to have alcohol, we have the sparkling waters, and we can make a sparkling juice, and we will prepare a breakfast and deliver it to them.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, it'd be just for the two of them. And so it's a kind of a special, not just kind of, it's a very, very special breakfast service that we provide. So
That
I'm
is
really excited about that.
I
Yeah.
love when you carve the different, like the swan, and you make the different little figurines, which is great, out of the fruit. That is amazing.
Oh yeah, make the swan apple. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
I love making that is probably one of my favorite add-on amenities that we have. It gives me a chance to be creative,
Yeah.
and then it tastes good too, because the apples I use are generally a really good eating apple, like a Braeburn, or I like the Pink Lady. But it still has a nice red skin. So when I carve the swan and the apple, it has good contrast. So it's fun.
Awesome, awesome. That is great. That is great.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
it
time,
is 10:30.
10:30,
So
time to go.
it passed by so fast, and what I really, like to do, I will continue to do this, because a lot of times and I would say this to everyone who do something like this, who get online and do a broadcast. Don't be discouraged, because if you go back into the views, you'll see that other folks are really viewing it. Matter of fact, I had a one-on-one with a lady, and she was like, "Oh, I listen to your 2-minute tip talk every Tuesday." So that's great, because that's something else that I do, is I give technology tips on Tuesday at 2 p.m. So it's for 2 minutes, and we just lost Christine. But just wanted to say to you guys, thank you so much for joining tonight on the broadcast. And we'll do it again next week at 10 p.m. of time for you to promote your business. Tell us about who you are. You can enter the link for your business. You can enter an event. You can list your business card and your contact information, like Yvette gave her phone number and her web address. Christine did the same thing. So those are some things that are some ways that you can promote your business. And this is free advertising. Guess what? I'm going to go out and post it on all of my social media. So as I post, your information will be there as well. So I'll see you guys next week at 10 p.m. Same time, same bat channel. So you guys have an awesomely blessed evening, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.